To all my lovely subscribers, I would like to wish you all a very, very happy festive season and holiday season and a very, very happy new year. I would like to also thank you for supporting my channel. We have now reached over 20,000 subscribers, so I would like to thank you for your support. It means a lot to me, and it has been a great journey that we've been on for 2019, and let's see what's in store for 2020. My 2020 yearly readings have been posted. Have a listen to those. They are general readings for you. If you would like to book a personal yearly reading, that's an offer that is available to you for December and January only. So if you are interested in that, make sure you visit my website and get your and book your reading so that you make sure that you do get that. It is only available through December and January. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you do know when I post new videos, and you will be one of the first to see them. Thank you again for all your support. Hello my lovely Capricornians, welcome to your December 2019 reading, the last reading of the year that is going to see us moving into 2020, the new decade. This is a general reading for you, my lovely Capricornians. It's a reading for Capricorn, Sun, Rising and Moon sign. Also listen to your rising sign and moon sign. Some months they will resonate more for you than your sun sign will, and it will add layers to your reading as well. So have a listen to those. If you need help in finding out what your rising sign and moon sign is, I have posted a short video on how to find that information and some links to sites that will help you find out what that is for you. This is a general reading for you, my lovely Capricornians. If you would like a personal reading, you can follow the link below to my website and book a private reading from there. So let's have a look at what's in store for you, my lovely Capricornians. You're coming from a place of really working hard, really working out how to proceed, what is ahead for you, what is in your future. You've got the 8 of coins here, the 8 of Pentacles here, and it's about working hard. It's about organizing finances, and I feel like finances for your future. It's where you're at, working at increasing your workload, increasing overtime. So there certainly was, and for some of you still is, work available to you to bring in more of an income, working into the small hours of the night. And for a lot of you, I feel like I want to say that's a personal growth. It's about really sitting up at night and really considering where you're heading and what foundations you want to lay and what you want to do and how you want to move forward into the future. So there's been a lot of thought and a lot of consideration and planning as far as how you're going to structure things to increase that abundance. And it's abundance in all things, not just financial. So it is whatever it is for you that you've been working on. But let's have a look at December. So that's what's brought you to December. Let's have a look at December. At December, what you've done in the past, what you've done has been recognized. You've done it, you've achieved it, you've been successful at achieving what it is you've intended to achieve or what you've wanted to achieve, and that is the changes that you've wanted to bring into your life. What changes have you wanted to bring in? And you've set that in motion, and a lot of those changes are coming to fruition, and there's success there. For those of you that are working for a corporation or a company, there's something that you've done well. There's something that you've done that is recognized, that is appreciated. Your hard work has paid off, and there are rewards for that. So it's a road that is less traveled. It's a road that has been difficult. It's a road that's been a slow journey. but you've overcome those difficulties, you've overcome the challenges that have been presented to you, and you've done well with that. So kudos to you. You've done well with something there that you've worked towards, and it could be a relationship that you've been working on to improve, to be in a better place, to have a deeper understanding. That could be that. It could be in a job that you've got a task that you were given that was a steep learning curve, but you've done well with that. You've learnt what you've needed to learn, and it's been recognized, and there are rewards that come with that. So it's about you feeling good about something that you have achieved, and you know that you have achieved. You've also, that's crossed by the 8 of Wands, and that is about things happening quickly. So things that you've worked on, things that you're planning or have been planning, you think, okay, let's just sort of plot along with this and let's put these things in place. Let's line your ducks up in a row. You finally arrived, and in December you're going to start seeing things fall into place. Change is coming, and it's coming very quickly. There's change that's coming. There's decisions to be made that's going to lead to a different situation, a newness in a situation, and that newness could be how you're feeling about a situation, how you feel about something, your outlook, your attitude towards something. That change is going to come across really quickly for you. You're going to feel that difference. I also want to say that there will be choices coming up for you, and it's about making those decisions quickly. It's about knowing what direction you want to take, knowing what you want to do and what you want to put in place, because you know what it is you want to achieve. And so that's also going to be really important. And those changes are going to be triggered by the Tower, and this is in the place of the subconscious. So really, I don't feel like it's an external thing that there's going to be change. It's about changing things within you, changing your outlook on things, changing your perspective on things, losing things that are no longer serving you, and that is behaviors, attitudes, cycles, judgments, changing those things. So it's about change within you, recognizing what you need to release, what you need to let go of, increasing that self-love, increasing that enthusiasm, increasing that motivation. What is it that needs change? What needs to be, there's something that rattles you, that makes you sit up and take notice and think, okay, well, I can't just keep going day to day to day to day. I need to make some changes to find that inner satisfaction, that inner peace, that inner happiness. And that's change that's coming in December, but that shift is an internal shift. I feel like it's an internal shift. People outside around you may not even notice that shift, but for you it's going to be something that's quite profound in that aha moment, that realization, that moment of realization is going to come your way, is absolutely going to come your way. And that is going to increase, it's like you're changing direction in how you earn your money. You're rethinking how you earn your money, what you're making, and how that work, what you're doing to earn that. For many of you, it's going to be, I now want to work for myself. I want to work from home, or I want to be contracted out. I don't want to be doing that 9 to 5. So there's some sort of shift, there's some sort of change in finding the value in life, finding the value in changing the way you live to get more satisfaction, rather than being on that treadmill. For some of you, it's putting an idea into place, putting an idea into practice, hatching a new plan that's going to increase your workload, increase overtime. For some of you, you're taking on a second job. You're taking on something that you're doing after work hours that is going to bring in more money, that is going to increase your income. For something that you're saving for, it could be a car, a holiday, whatever it is, but there's going to be this increase in income because you're taking on another job that you're working at. And that, I feel like it could be something that you've always been passionate about, a hobby, something that you're interested in, but you're going to turn that into some revenue making situation, which is really good. It's going to really pay off, and the work is there for you. So work is there for you if that's what you're choosing to do. You'll also reach a point where, you know, you've got the Tower, which I feel like it's like an emotional shake-up for you, a reassessment and a reevaluation of you, your sustenance, your substance, your where you are at. And that is also going to lead to looking at what needs to be released. It's not about looking towards the past and having regret or judgment. It's not about holding on to something that needed to be released. It needs to be let go of, because there is more for you ahead in the future, because you've got 2 cups here and the window, which has got light coming in. So there is light there. There is, if you turn around and face the future, there is something to build on. There's something that you have learnt, and there's something that you can build on to not all is lost in whatever that situation is. And it's obviously an emotional situation. It's something to do with emotions. It could be a relationship, and that is with a significant other, a marriage, a partnership. It could be a friendship, somewhere where the emotions are connected, coming to a realization that it's time to let go. It could be a friend that you've had that is not treating you the way you deserve to be treated, and you've been putting up with it and putting up with it, and it's been painful for you, and it's now coming to the point where I'm going to sever that tie, I'm going to release that past, and I'm going to move on to my future unencumbered, and reap what is there for me in the future, because there's other friendships, there's other things there that will fill that space, that will fill that void, but the past needs to, something in the past needs to be released first. As we move through December, you're moving from that, and you know, so that self-analysis brings you to the 7 of Cups, and the 7 of Cups is about setting goals. It's about but keeping them real, not building castles in the air, and you know, I want to be a multi-millionaire or billionaire in, you know, by the end of 2020, you know, and maybe you can, and if you can, that's absolutely fabulous, but keep your goals reachable, keep your goals achievable. And then it doesn't matter how many goals you set, but it's about being realistic about the goals that you're setting, about your dreams and what you want to achieve and what changes you want to bring into your life. It's about keeping those realistic, because if you do that, you can set those goals and they are achievable, they are within reach. What you've always wished for and just wanted to create, the life you wanted to create, the job you wanted to create, the relationship you wanted to create, are all achievable with work, but keep it realistic. So, you know, and I'm saying that to Capricorn, it's an earth sign, you know, that is grounded. It is about being, you know, also be grounded, but allow yourself to create on an emotional level as well, because it's on an emotional level that we manifest, that we create the future that we're wanting. And that will lead you to the 2 of Wands, and that leads you to new opportunities, choices to be made. So there's choices that are going to open up to you as a result of setting your goals. Decisions and changes that you can make that will lead you to that next place for you to learn and to grow from, setting new challenges and setting new goals and ambitions, and bringing in the changes that you're desiring. It doesn't matter which choice you make, it doesn't matter which way you go, they're both going to have, or as many as you have, they're going to be positive changes that are coming in for you. So it is about moving on from that stagnant place and starting to get the flow in. And that's happening in December, because I'm feeling like we're setting it up for January and February and 2020, and what's flowing in for you in 2020, which is going to be really important. You've also got the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups is about learning. It's about learning the intuitive and emotional way of being, and so you're coming from this grounded Capricornian way, and December's asking you to tap into your intuition. learn about your feelings and emotions and how to manifest from a place of emotions. It's a learning process. It's a planning process. This is a beginning process. It can also be, for some of you, the beginning of a relationship. So if you're thinking, oh, well, I'm never going to find a relationship, I'm never going to be in a relationship, the opportunity is there for you to begin one, to start one. And if you're in a starting in a beginning relationship that is proving to be a little bit difficult, it's about putting yourself out there and seeing what you can learn in that relationship, how you learn to interact in a relationship as well, if it's a new relationship that you're entering as well. So the pages are about learning, and they're also about communication. The page is also about learning how to communicate and communicating. There's also communication over the wires or communication over the internet, emails. There's some sort of interaction here on that level, which is really interesting as well. So you could be getting messages, you could be getting correspondence. For some of you, it's learning that's tied in with a new job. I want to say, with that communication. So the pages are about that learning. They're still learning the process, and it's to do with on an emotional level. But you're not, where you're learning something new, you might feel like you're in over your head, but you're not. You will be able to manage the challenges. So if you're in a new job or a new situation where it's a learning situation, you're learning the ropes, you're learning how to carry on in that particular job. That's what's meant to be. So stick it out, because it's going to be really beneficial for you. Because your final card is the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Coins, and this is having an appreciation for the finer things. You've arrived. There is an increase in abundance. There is a feeling comfortable about where you're at, and it's abundance in all things, having an appreciation for the finer things. And that's how you see yourself out of December and into 2020, feeling really good about where you're at, feeling really good about the changes you've brought in and the decisions that you've made to bring in those changes in your life. And some of them are on a personal level, a personal shift. Some of them, for some of you, are going to be on a physical level of actually making changes in work, in what you're doing and how you're doing it. There's this new learning. Don't forget, the pages are about learning. So there's this new learning, but there's this appreciation that brings you the abundance that you're seeking. It's abundance in all things that you are seeking, that you want to draw in to yourself and increase. I want to draw another card. I just feel like I want to draw another card for you to see how you move into January, because it's a really interesting time of change for you, an opportunity to create and change. It's going to be really good for you. So it's well worth the journey through this, through December. And I don't feel like it's going to be a struggle. I feel like it's going to be a really natural way of being, a natural way of analysing and looking at different components and parts of your life and what change you want to bring in, because there's a birthing of new ideas, there's a birthing of a new life, there's a birthing of a new way of thinking and behaving and accepting different things. There's also it could be the birth of a child, the birth of a project, the birth of a new relationship. And in that case, the page is going to teach you how to communicate and how to coexist in that relationship and nurture that relationship so that it grows into the Knight of Cups, which is, let's go ahead, let's progress with this relationship. So the Empress really is about creating the future that you want, creating the environment that you want, creating the abundance that you want, and that's brought about by the changes that you bring in, even if it's on your level, if it's on a spiritual level, or if it's on a physical level. Those changes are there for you to review and to bring in, and that's what you're going to be driven to do. So I hope that all makes sense for you. I hope that resonates for you. I really like that. Now I'm going to give you a card from my Saltwater reading cards, because I really love these cards. Let's see. The jellyfish. The jellyfish is completely adaptable. Transparency. And that's what it is for you. It's about transparency. It's about being honest with the self, being honest with you, being transparent in the changes you want to bring in what you want to achieve and what you want to do. That transparency is going to be really important. It's about self-deception is what we're particularly good at as humans. It's about being transparent with the self, really digging deep, really being honest with the self, really being honest about what you want to achieve, and drop the guilt about that. If you want abundance, then have it. There's enough there for everyone to have. If you want that relationship, then be transparent and be honest and put yourself out there, and that's how you would achieve it. So that's going to be really important for you. Being transparent, being honest, hiding nothing, really exposing the self or exposing what you want in life, what you want to achieve, showing your inner self is going to be really important here in December. It's that self-honesty that is going to be important. I'm also going to draw a card from the Angels of Abundance for you. Let's have a look at what they have to say, because I really like these cards. They're always really telling. That flew out. Let's have a look. Okay. It's appropriate, isn't it? It is safe for you to receive. Let me read that for you. The more you allow yourself to receive, the more resources you have available to share with others. Open your arms to receive and be a conduit for good coming to you and through you as it blesses the world. And that's very much where you're at. That's very much where you're at in December. It's about that for you, being that conduit for you. And then that spreads out to the people around you. So that's absolutely fabulous. I hope that resonates with you, my lovely Capricornians. If you would like to book a private reading with me, follow the link below to my website and you can book a private reading from there. Don't forget, I have already posted the 2020 videos. If you would like a personal 2020 yearly reading, go to my website and you can book it from there. It is only available for December and January, so those 2 months only. So if you're wanting that, then make sure you don't miss out and book in for a yearly reading as well. I wish you a great, happy festive season, a happy new year, and I will see you in 2020. Many blessings to you, Capricorn.